Would you like to know how to reframe a problem into a resource so that you don't see only the negative aspect of the situation, but also are able to draw positive conclusions from it? If yes, stay tuned. I'm Dr. Matsens. Welcome to my channel. Why is problem a problem, or why is issue a problem and not a resource? Well, it depends on the context. Context defines the meaning. Problem is simply a word, a label that we put on a certain situation. So if we change the situation and the way we frame it, the same problem can become a resource. To give you an example, is having money, lots of money, problem or a resource? Well, it's a resource, most would say. We of course know it, not necessarily only a resource, because we know that research says that if someone has more money, then they become more greedy. We know that divorce rate rises when people are richer. We also know that there's higher risk of being, for example, kidnapped in certain countries if you have more money. So it's both something positive and negative. My task today is to teach you technique or tool of reframing so that you are able to see a resource in a situation that someone finds, labels or interprets as problematic. Let's get started. We will use one example of a certain belief. The belief is I'm losing my time. So here comes the solution. The first reframe is location reframe. Someone says, I'm losing my time, and you said, listen, but if you were right now waiting for the dentist's appointment, would you still say that it's losing your time? Someone would say, well, probably not, because I'm going to do something beneficial, so being at the dentist is not losing time, which basically tells them that once you change the location into a different place, then maybe this is the place where time is not going to be perceived as being lost, but rather than being beneficially used. Number two, people. So you say you're losing your time, but you might not be losing your time if you are talking to your child. This piece of reframing shows us that depending on whom we are talking about or whom we are doing something with, then a situation is labeled as negative or positive. Third one, time reframing. Someone says, I'm losing my time, and you say, in this very moment you're losing your time, but this will stop, then you will do something different, and then you can be better again. In this situation, imagine that someone said something else, like I'm feeling bad, and you put it in a time constraint frame, and you say, this is going to end, you will feel much better. Number four, reframe, results. Someone says, I am losing my time, and you say this is going to last just for half an hour more, and then you will see positive consequences of it. So you show them positive benefits in the future, and this way they can be more motivated to do something that they are doing that is, for instance, emotionally challenging. Causes. Someone says, I'm losing my time, and you said, well, because you didn't prepare yourself for the conversation. Had you prepared yourself, you wouldn't have an impression that you were losing your time. So next time, just prepare yourself. So you reframe the reasons why something took place. Someone says, I'm losing my time, and now you focus on the means. It's how you do things. Then you say, maybe rather than lying on the couch and watching television, how about we start meditating or go for a walk with the dog? So you show them that they are losing the time because of the frame connected with how they are doing things. If you change how, then you change the outcome. Identity. I'm losing my time. Now you question who they are or in which role they are when they are losing their time. You say, you're losing your time, you, such an intelligent, curious person who is always creative. If you change their identity and label it in a different way for this very situation, then they go, aha, so if I am creative, then I wouldn't lose my time. And then, of course, they change their mind. Activity. They say, I'm losing my time, and you say, you're not really losing your time. What you're doing is you are relaxing yourself right now so that you become stronger for the future. So you are reframing how they define the activity itself. And now intensity. They say, I'm losing my time, and you said, on the scale from 1 to 10, how do you feel about that? And they say, well, it's 5. You say, you see, so it's not 10, so it's not really that bad. And this is what's going to change their emotions. So as you can see, context shapes the meaning. Losing time can be very beneficial in a different place, different situation, doing something different with different people when you label yourself as a different person and so on. This is a really useful tool also for sales, because someone says, this product is too expensive, and you say, well, it's very expensive. It might seem very expensive here, but actually if we went to a different place, it would be twice that expensive. So you change the frame of the place. Or someone says it's very expensive, and you say it wasn't very expensive for another client who was here. Someone says it's very expensive. You say you look at the cost rather than at the benefits. How about what is it going to give you, so that you see why your investment is worth it. So you might have really very quickly very useful replies to certain customer clients' doubts, and simply reframe them so that you are back on the right persuasive track. It's useful for both professional and individual circumstances. If you enjoyed this movie, please send it to someone who could benefit from it. It's always useful to give good stuff to others. If you haven't subscribed my channel yet, please do so. Leave your comments, and if you want to know more about what I do and mixed mental arts, please visit drmatofficial.com. Thank you very much. See you next time.